everybody. It's Dustin with Iwouldcampthat. Joining me tonight.
Hi.
Is Rita, also with Iwouldcampthat. We're just out at a lovely crownland spot down by the river. Wide open area. The water level hasn't. We haven't had the warmest weather yet, so the water level is still pretty low. Beautiful spot out here, just off the highway. I'm gonna take you out for a walk and we can look around the area. Rita and I, it's the weekend when we're filming this. We're doing our firearms course right now. We just got our non-restricted one done today. We've got to do our restricted one tomorrow, and then we'll be able to send off our papers and be card-carrying legal gun owners. And Rita has volunteered to do dinner tonight. I just got off nights and I'm switching back to days, and I'm dying. I'm so tired. What's on the menu tonight, babe?
Well, honestly, we're going to make pasta with tomato sauce and shredded cheese. I had the open jar of sauce, so we're going to use it up. Sometimes camp food is still just using what you got.
For those of you that are married or in a relationship, do you ever have those moments where you look at your partner and you're like, yeah, that's why. This is one of those moments.
Your vows better not sound like a grocery shopping list.
Well, back to the drawing board for me.
We just need a big spoon, really. Yeah.
So we did go ahead and get a new camp stove. It's more or less what we had before. If you've watched some of our older videos, I did do an episode when I was living part-time out of my camping rig called The Day My Stove Died. It was a sad day. So ours before just had like 2 of these burners, like this one here. With this one here, we've got the one burner over here, which I've tried the igniter. It doesn't seem to ignite this one, but we can always just ignite that with a match or a lighter. Comes with a barbecue grill. Still got the wind flaps. Same setup with the 1-pounder fuel that the old one had. And it's got this piece down here. I did. This will be the first time we've actually cooked anything on this stove. I did test the igniter at home, and I had the dial on really low, and it did almost too good of a job. So hopefully we don't lose eyebrows. And we've also got a drip tray down there as well too. So yeah, a little different, but more or less what we had before. So hopefully this one lasts us a little longer than the last one did. I'm gonna try something here. Oh, neat. The igniter does work on that side. When I tested this at home, I couldn't get it to work. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, the igniter on this side did work.
Oh, and your eyebrows are still good?
They are good.
Excellent.
Yeah. I figure if all we're doing is that one pot, we don't need that big grill space over there. We'll save that for something more legendary in the future.
Yeah. I love these wind flaps. The pocket rocket is great, but if there's a wind, it just saps the heat away from your cooking setup. So
oh yeah,
I like these kinds of stoves a lot better.
Yeah, it's good to have those options. While you're getting that ready, I just want to show everybody the area that we're in. So I'm just going to go for a short little walk, and I will come right back.
How much pasta do you want?
I
don't want to overeat.
Nor do I. Not a crazy amount. I'm pretty tired, so.
All right.
Yeah, there's a couple of other people here right now. Someone's parked under the bridge in their truck. Doesn't look like they're camping. And then there's a car down there. A couple's got their... Oh, it looks like we have swans in the air. They're scary, mean birds, right up there with Canadian geese. Birds hate me too, so this might be the day I get beat up by a swan. What a beautiful night. Like it's nice out, but it's also still kind of cool and crisp, which is my favorite. I've had my eye on this area for a while. When Rita and I relocated to this area of Alberta, I'd actually meant to get out for a camp out here, but winter set in, and as is the case with a lot of the best areas to go, as soon as they get snowed in, they're no longer options. So I'm super grateful that we can actually get out here now. And as you can see, this area, like there's the truck back there. This area is just huge. Yeah, with our firearms course this weekend, we decided to factor in a little camp. The area that the guy who's doing our firearms course with us, he teaches it out of his basement, and it just kind of in the middle of nowhere. So we just figured we'd come find an area. Like I said, I'd had my eye on this area for a little while and make a go of it out here. I'm so grateful to be out because like I've mentioned before in a few of our prior videos, it's been a little tough for us to get out this year. It just hasn't really been between the brutal winter and just stuff going on in our lives, it just hasn't really been our year so far to get out. So feels good to actually be out. Trying my best not to slip and fall here. It's a little mucky. Just gorgeous. I think we can all agree Rita and I made the right call moving to this part of Alberta. It's an outdoor person's paradise out here. There's a whole bunch of man-made fire pits out here too. And I mean, we're literally surrounded by rocks. I mean, some big ones, some small ones. So it wouldn't be hard to make a little campfire. And look at all this wood over here. Since Rita and I have an early start tomorrow for our firearms course, we're not going to be making a fire tonight. And as I mentioned before, I'm exhausted. Oh, there's some Canadian geese. Or as I like to call them, Satan ducks. So before we join Rita at the back, I want to show you folks something we've added to the rig. So I ordered a 2-pack on Amazon of these back seat covers. Now these are advertised for children. Like there's a spot here for like a tablet. Here, I'll show you the stock photo on Amazon of just kind of examples of stuff they had in these. So this side over here by our water tank, I've just got one of those like nylon rollers for getting like hair off of clothes and stuff. When I was living part-time out of my truck, that was really important for like my uniform and such for work. I've got some dishwashing gloves, a couple of toothbrushes that I haven't even opened out of the package, just bought those, a couple of scrubbies, a little bit of first aid and rain poncho stuff. So, and then down here we've got our fire starter stuff, which I was just keeping underneath the bench before. So space is always a point of contention when it comes to truck camping. So any little hacks you can do to try and improve your storage game is always good. Still haven't fully utilized that space, but just got those on the back here. And like I said, we haven't been out much lately. So I'm sure over time we'll figure out what else we want to put there. And on the other side, we've got the fridge, which we're just using it like a cooler right now. Just threw some ice in there. We're only out for the one night. So for this one here, got some sunscreen. There's an X-Acto knife. Oh, it looks like I threw some Pop-Tarts in there. Some snacky food. Got some tape measurer, little like measuring cup, and also one of those, I find sometimes, especially if it's like really cold or raining out, the one thing like when I'm bringing a meal up to the cab is I forget utensils. So just got like one of those like multi-utensil things here. That way if I forgot to get one from the kitchen box, I at least have that. Since we're not using the fridge as an actual fridge tonight, we've got the Jackery back here with us. And we've got one of the camera batteries plugged in there already. Hadn't used the camera in a little bit, so the batteries I charged like a while ago, I guess lost some of their charge. And Jackery's sitting at 100%, so we're golden. The entire spoon in your mouth.
Don't judge me.
It was a beautiful time to turn the camera your way. Just living the dream here. If you're a shift worker and you've got to do that dreaded switch back to days, I highly recommend this as a coping strategy for that.
Dustin is quite conked out already. So we have an early start tomorrow to get to the next portion of our classes. We have alarm set for 7 a.m. Depending on how quickly we actually wake up will determine if we make breakfast. We have a couple options. If we have time, we can make bacon and eggs. If we have less time, we have some cereal. If we have no time at all, then we're just going to eat some sandwiches and run for it. We'll probably be able to catch a nice sunrise if we wake up early enough, but like I said, we'll see if we're awake enough to enjoy it. Dustin's probably going to start snoring, but I've been yawning, but I'm not quite ready to go to sleep, so I've got a headlamp, and after I turn off that central light, I'm just going to read for a bit. Maybe novels about zombies and necromancers aren't the best bedtime reading, but it's a pretty good book. Alright, so have a good night, everybody. I'm sure Dustin would say good night too. If he was awake for it, he knocked off really fast. And we'll see you guys in the morning. See ya.
Good morning. What a beautiful sunrise. This is such a cool area to camp. We're definitely going to have to come back here again. Well, that was a really good sleep. The only problem was I woke up at like 4:45 in the morning. One of the pitfalls to shift work and switching back to days is wake up at really weird hours and then just can't get back to sleep. I'm really craving some cereal. So I'm just going to grab some milk out of the fridge here. Beauty. Start the day right with some Fruit Loops. I think what I'm going to need to do is, instead of having these little guys here, is get one of those like plastic containers and just fill it up full of cereal. Be another great emergency food source for the longer trips. Should probably get up here. We've got to go do the last of our firearms course. You sleep okay? I'll take that as a maybe. Morning, babe. You ready to seize the day?
I'll get back to you in 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, given that we're the only two in this firearms course, hopefully we'll get out a little early today.
Probably.
I wish we could stay out here longer, but we got to hit the road and get back to day 2 of our firearms course. Rita's just in the back getting dressed, and then we'll head out. Okay, well, we're going to get out of this beautiful slice of heaven and hit the road. More adventures to come soon. Thank you for tuning in. Stay classy, everybody.